Ted Hughes' poem Crow's Theology offers a critique of the established religious systems of Europe, particularly Judaic Christianity. Through the character of Crow, Hughes explores themes of religious dogma, divine authority, and the duality of God, juxtaposing traditional biblical narratives with Crow's irreverent perspective. The historical and mythical context of Moses. Moses as lawgiver. The poem references Moses, a central figure in the biblical book of Exodus and the Quran, known for leading the Hebrews out of Egyptian bondage and receiving the Ten Commandments on Mount Sinai. Hughes touches on the historical ambiguity surrounding Moses, as no external ancient sources or archaeological evidence corroborate the Exodus story, leading scholars to view Moses as a legendary figure. The poem alludes to Exodus 23 verses 23 to 24, where God instructs Moses to lead the Israelites and destroy the idols and practices of other tribes. This depiction of God as a disciplinarian demanding strict obedience forms the basis of Crow's critique. Crow, a trickster figure, pretends to be terrified of this rigid, punitive deity. This reaction highlights the contrast between the crow's immoral existence and the strict codes imposed by the Judaic God. Crow's survival leads him to conclude that God must love him, otherwise he would have perished. This realization allows Crow to recline and marvel at his own existence. Crow believes that his mere existence is a revelation of God's will. However, he is puzzled by the silent communication of inanimate objects, like stones and lead shot pellets, which seem to exist and speak in their own way. This God enforces order and power, epitomized by the rigid laws given to Moses. This God preaches love and compassion, reminiscent of New Testament teachings such as love your neighbor as yourself. The duality suggests a conflict within the nature of God and critiques the established religious dichotomy of power versus love. Crow's observations critique how organized religion creates and enforces dogmas, leading to an institutionalized way of thinking. Emerging in the post-war era, Crow represents a modern or postmodern voice, questioning the relevance and morality of traditional religious systems in the context of contemporary issues like world wars, technological advancements, and political ideologies such as Nazism and fascism. Crow's theology offers a profound critique of Judaic Christianity, using the trickster Crow to explore the inconsistencies and dualities within religious doctrines. By juxtaposing Crow's irreverent perspective with traditional biblical narratives, Hughes challenges readers to reconsider the nature of divine authority and the impact of institutionalized religion on human thought and behavior. In Crow's Theology, Hughes critiques strict religious laws and the authoritarian depiction of God in Judaic Christianity, highlighting the rigid and punitive aspects of divine authority. The poem explores the dual nature of God, presenting him as both a disciplinarian and a loving figure, which creates a tension that underscores the central argument. Crow's reflections on his survival suggest that his continued existence is a sign of divine favor, leading to a deeper exploration of existence and survival. The poem contrasts vocal divine revelations with the silent existence of inanimate objects, such as stones and lead shot pellets, symbolizing silent, enduring existence and divine communication. This juxtaposition emphasizes the irony of Crow's mock terror at God's rigid laws, pointing out the absurdity and rigidity of religious dogma. Hughes adopts a postmodern perspective, questioning the relevance of traditional religious narratives in the face of contemporary global issues like world wars, technological advancements, and political ideologies. Hughes employs symbolism, with stones and lead shot pellets representing silent, enduring existence and divine communication. Irony is used effectively as Crow's mock terror at God's rigid laws highlights the absurdity of strict religious dogma. The poem's juxtaposition of the dual nature of God, loving versus punitive, creates a tension that drives its critique. Additionally, Hughes uses allusions to biblical and historical texts to provide a deeper context for Crow's theological musings, enriching the poem's thematic exploration. Hughes delves into the complexities and contradictions of religious belief systems. By examining these themes through the eyes of the irreverent and insightful Crow, Hughes invites readers to reflect on the nature of divine authority and the impact of religion on human identity and society. The poem challenges conventional religious narratives and encourages a deeper exploration of spiritual and moral questions in the modern world.